So what are some of your top struggle meals that you can recall growing up? Take a look at these videos.
Me and all my friends got together and we are all bringing a dish from our childhood that we ate when we were growing up poor. So welcome to our Poverty Potluck. So my name's Len and I brought red rice, which is instant rice made with clamato juice, extra spicy clamato juice instead of water.
I'm Ainsley and I brought the macaroni and tomatoes, which is macaroni noodles with canned tomatoes.
I'm Mike, and I brought bologna and grape jelly sandwiches with Kraft cheese.
What was that?
And I also brought fried macaroni with fried eggs.
My name is Tim, and I brought Boy Scout hot dish. There's no Boy Scouts, but there are hamburgers, corn, and baked beans.
My name is Christine, and I brought bean with bacon soup and dessert.
Ooh. And we also have some corn, some Kraft dinner, peaches, and it would not be a poverty meal without octo dogs.
Okay, well, that's interesting. You know why?
Why?
Because
Remember when you were little and you say, Mom, what's for dinner? And she say, hot dogs and baked beans or franken beans, beanie weenies, something like that. And you'd be so excited. Yes, we're having my favorite, hot dogs and baked beans. I can't wait. Either it was hot dogs and baked beans, baked ground beef with the baked beans, something with some rice, chicken and rice. If you got lucky to have some chicken that day. We were struggling. Let's basically say that. I can remember having tomato sandwiches, syrup sandwiches.
The syrup sandwich was delicious. 2 pieces of bread with a little butter, throw some syrup in between, put that shit together, and bam.
Tuna and lemon. I can't canned tuna and lemon. You can get it anywhere.
Sure.
Like you could literally get 7-Eleven.
That's true.
And I'll be like, I ate, and I actually think that tasted good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cinnamon toast. We would actually do it where
God,
you
I
put some butter, you drizzle a little, whatever, you put it underneath the broiler,
Yes.
and you ate it. Sausage. And cut it in half, and you would take a piece of bread and put a sausage in there, and that's how we walked to school.
My mom would make bologna sandwiches, so French's mustard,
Yeah.
Wonder Bread,
Yeah.
and where you make the slice in the bologna
Yes.
so it looks like a Pac-Man.
I would take Wonder Bread, just put butter on it, and I would ball it up. And
Yes.
have like a little.
And that's probably why I have a gluten allergy.
There were so many. And to this day, I love peanut butter and jelly. To this day, I love peanut butter and jelly. I haven't done peanut butter and syrup lately, but I might have to try it just because we also had peanut butter and fluff. Now that's a lot, but I might try it one day. I don't buy fluff. Peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich. These are things that we just did growing up, experimenting with things, eating whatever we could find. It is what it is. As I always say, it is what it is. Whatever it is, we made it work. We made it through.
I'm gonna start off by saying a lot of y'all are not gonna appreciate this video because y'all have no idea what's going on here. But if you know, then you know. So if you ever had to eat a sugar sandwich, because that was basically all you had to eat, you can appreciate this video. And next we have the ketchup sandwich, because we ain't always have hamburger patties to go between them buns or that sandwich. We had to just use the condiment. And sometimes that condiment was the ketchup. Come on now, and ride with me. Some of y'all know about this, the mayo sandwich. You ain't always had no lunch meat. Lunch meat when? Lunch meat where? Better put some goddamn mayo on that shit. You gonna eat that like that. And this right here was our all-time favorite of mine. Motherfucking syrup sandwich. Hey man, you can't go wrong with a syrup sandwich at all. But I used to fold mine in half with one bread and make me, this was gonna be 2, and voila, it is what it is. Last but not least, we got the whole bread sandwich. The bread that been touched by everybody, but nobody wants to keep it and eat it. Come get your motherfucking sandwich.
We had tomato sandwiches, every condiment type sandwich, ketchup, mayo, mustard. If there was no meat, that was your sandwich. Yeah, it got that tough sometimes. If you can remember that, put something in the comments, say, I remember. Tell me what your struggle meals were as you were growing up. But we enjoyed it because we were oblivious to what was going on in the world. But our parents were struggling. And today, a lot of people are struggling too. But we made it through. We struggled and we made it through. I think recently I'm on that train of thought because some of my videos, I talked about the cost of living rising. I talked about not being able to afford rent, not being able to afford to live, grocery prices on the rise. And now my most recent video was about the ports being empty and some people talking about the shelves being empty in the stores because of it. Not necessarily food insecurity, but more like supplies and household goods and things along those lines. But it made me also think about the struggle that we had growing up, or at least we had growing up. Maybe you did too. But I also wanted to bring some information here and discuss possible meals that we can make to make it through the struggle. Check out this struggle meal.
Hey Shug, let's make a struggle meal that is super delicious. It's cheeseburger, hamburger helper, homemade style. We're gonna go in with about a pound of hamburger meat. I'm gonna dice up a half of a medium-sized onion and throw in there with the hamburger meat. And it's therapy time. And one thing I love about getting the lean ground beef from Sam's Club is that I really don't even have to drain this. There's like really no grease for me to drain. So I did the 90-10. Personal preference. It's also a little bit healthier for you, but you know, it was only $2 more for the pack. But I'm still coming in cheaper per pound than what I would have if I bought the pounds individually. Wally World. I am doing some cheesy garlic bread with it as well. We're gonna go ahead and get these in the oven. I set the oven to 410. These are gonna take about 5-ish minutes, depending on the power of your oven. This is the double cheddar sauce. Now I add a little bit of water in there because we paid for it all. We're gonna use it all. Shake it up and pour it in. Water's boiling, it's salted. You just season until your spirit says stop. We're using the bow tie noodles this week. The kind I wanted, they didn't have in stock in the GV, so we rocking with this. Give that a stir so it don't stick. And don't panic, we seasoning. We're going in with that Lowry's, going in with that adobo. We're going in with that pepper, and a lot of it, because we from the South. We're going in with that garlic powder. We're going in with that smoked onion. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of this beef bouillon, just a little. Come on in here, Shug, so you can see how good this is looking. All right, our pasta's done. It's time to drain it. No, darling.
That looked pretty good. She made her own hamburger helper from scratch. I have never seen that bottle glass jar of ragu cheese. That's interesting. But okay, that's an idea. Everything looked pretty good. So I wanted to make sure to add a recipe in here, something that you can also try at home. You know, change it up however you want to change it up. But that was a good idea, to make your own hamburger helper from scratch, or at least partially scratch.
If you can only afford a small pack of ground beef and you eat meat, let me introduce you to somebody. The lentil. The lentil, or as people in India call it, dal. Well, dal is a form of lentil, but or is lentil dal. Anywho, lentils. Lentils. You can usually get a 1 pound bag of lentils for like $2. 500 grams of ground beef can be replaced by like 1 to 1.5 cups of dry lentils. You can bulk up your dishes that you put ground beef in with lentils. Add it to the sauce and season it. You don't have to soak lentils. They're quick cooking. They are amazing to have. I keep so many lentils for this purpose. I started this channel talking about how me and my husband were so broke. We had $3. I bought a bag of lentils, an onion, and some onion soup mix, which this is some Maggi, really good. I got it from the Indian market. But still, you can scratch out things. Lentils and rice are a complete protein. Lentils, rice, and onion, some kind of seasoning, a bouillon cube. You could get all these for $5, and there go you a whole meal.
The struggle is real, y'all. And these struggle meals, it looks like everybody had them across the board. It didn't matter what your background was. There was a struggle meal going on, and we made it through. I appreciate you commenting. I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for the engagement. My channel is seeing some growth and I'm really appreciative of it. And it's because of you that I am here today. And I just want to say thank you. So take care.
Didn't survive it.